Okay, I think we got ourselves working here. So, hello, my fire friends. I do apologize earlier. We actually had a small little technical issue that kind of threw us off a little bit there, so I had to kind of do a hard reset, and I, I, I think we'll just cut to the chase here. Let's go ahead, let's just jump into it and show you exactly what we're talking about today. So, I did mention earlier, at least on the first version of the stream, we're going to pretend like that one doesn't exist, and we're going to just see how well we can do with the new version of what we're going to be doing. So, again, as I mentioned earlier, if you didn't see it, this is going to be a Kolodin Boros Vehicles deck. We won't go over it too far because I'm just going to get right to the chase because I want to see how many matches we can get into with the next kind of time frame here. Wow, we kind of lost a lot of time here, but we're going to try to see if we can just recover from what we just did. So, Kolodin goes Vroom is the idea behind the deck. All we're just going to do is going to play a Boros Vehicle Commander here. And again, it's 2.9 average mana curve, white and red colors, 20 creatures, 9 instants, 10 sorceries, 27 artifacts, 5 enchantments, 1 planeswalker, and 31 lands, mixed in with about 8 modal lands. So that's how this deck is going to work. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Normally, this is kind of where I kind of go over the deck in depth here, but I kind of feel like I've lost quite a bit of time. We're going to try real quick to see how fast I can go through this. So, the idea, of course, of the deck is to use Kolodin here, Triumphant Caster, to get all of our mounts and vehicles hasty and not have to worry about doing the thing where we have to then either crew them up or we don't have to mount them. We're just going to get super aggro with the deck. So, for those that don't know, it says right here, yes, mounts and vehicles we control have haste. Whenever we mount, we control enters, becomes saddled. Whenever a vehicle we control enters, becomes an artifact creature. That's basically the gist of it, everybody. Okay, we're going to see if we can try to power through this real quick here. So, we have Hotshot Mechanic, Voyage Glide Car here, Dynamite Diver, Road Rage here for some removal, Strike It Rich for ramp as treasure tokens, Colossal Plow could be turned into an artifact creature and can be giving us some ramp and also power behind it. Armed and Armor can turn all of our creatures into artifact creatures, all of our vehicles into artifact creatures. Canyon Vaulter here can either can give on one of our select mounts or vehicles flying. Dawn's Truth is going to be here for protection reasons for giving us indestructible and hexproof. Gearshift Ace can then crew something up and give it first strike. Giant Ox here can then crew stuff as though using its power rather than toughness. Actually using its toughness rather than power. I don't know why I said that. Glory Health Lynx here is going to be a 2/3. Helps us just dig out some basic lands when it's saddled. Interferes Ace is similar to Giant Ox, except it only just does it for 4 instead of 6. Kitsune Ace here, when a vehicle we attack does its thing, it can either give it first strike or untap this creature. Beach Goes Rain of Truth gives us a massive pump and also becomes an enchantment creature itself. Razor Grass Ambush here is spot removal or it can be a land in a pinch. Recommission here brings back our artifacts or creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield with mana value of 3 or less. Sedgery Shelter is going to be for spot protection or it can be a tap land. Skyclave Cleric can either give us some life gain, a creature, or it can be a tap land. Spot Cycle Scouter here just enters the Scry 2 and crews for 1 as a 3/2 vehicle. Saram here is going to be our card draw to help us dig through all of our deck while we can cast more vehicle spells or equipment. Burner Rocket here can give one of our creatures a combat trick by giving it some pump, and also it is a vehicle that gives us 3/1, it has flash. Dowsing Device here, when it enters, it can give one of our creatures +1/+0 in haste until end of turn. It flips into a land once we have 4 or more vehicles out. Gilded Goda here, Horse Mount here, when it does attack while saddled, it creates treasure tokens for us. Kickoff Celebration has to start your engines mechanic, it then helps us discard, then draw some cards. Sacrifice the vehicle once we have max speed to get all of our creatures and vehicles haste until end of turn. Speedway Fanatic, when this is utilized for a vehicle, it can then give the vehicle haste until end of turn. Legion Leadership here is either a tap land or it can give one of our creatures double power and first strike until end of turn. Cloudspire Coordinator here can make us some pilot tokens as long as we are casting on the same turn. We tap it down to and put some. We have mounts and vehicles out and creates for that. Arcane Signet's going to be staple. Collector's Vault to help us churn through our deck and make some treasure tokens as we pseudo ramp. High Speed Hover Bike is for tempo reasons. It can tap down something while it's a vehicle and has flash and flying. Reckoner Bank Buzzer here is going to be for some card draw. Creates for us a token later on as a pilot and also creates for us a treasure token. Peace Walker Colossus here can turn on any one of our other vehicles into an artifact creature. Air Response Units has Flying and Vigilance, has Crew 1. Born to Drive can create for us either some pilots if we discard it using Channel, or we can then give something a pump for each vehicle and or creature we control. Cloudspire Captain here is going to be pump for all of our team, gives all of our mounts and vehicles +1/+1. Imperial Recovery Unit brings stuff back from the graveyard with a mana value of 2 or less if it's a creature or a vehicle. Roadside Assistance gives one of our enchanted permanents +1/+1 lifelink and also helps create for us a pilot token. Touch the Spirit Realm here can either be pseudo blink effects for protection reasons, or we can utilize it to exile an artifact or a creature from our opponent's side of the battlefield. Split Up is one of our wraths here, depending on how it is, either tapped or untapped, however we choose. Unidentified hover ship is going to be something to just get more spot removal. Exiles a creature with a toughness of 5 or less. Reckless Racer here can either help us, just discard a card, draw a card. Seize the Spoils here is going to allow us to discard a card, draw some cards, create some treasure tokens. Sundering Eruption allows us to then spot removal a land, or it can be a land itself. Valakut Awakening can help us redraw some moved cards, or it can be a tap land. Cultivator's Caravan here is going to be one of our mana rocks that's also a vehicle. Tangled Tumbler here is a 6/6, which has a lot of power, give +1/+1 counters to our creatures, but we need to tap some creature tokens down to make it an artifact vehicle. Aeronaut Admiral here gives all of our vehicles flying, so they're evasive. Alicarian Armory here just gives us, again, a bit of a defensive buff, but also can help us turn on one of our mounts or vehicles to then do its thing. Refurbish here is just to help us bring back another artifact from our graveyard to the battlefield. Tune-Up does the exact same thing. Witcher's Enchanters for artifact enchantment hate, or it can be a tap land. Day of Judgment's another Wrath. Big Score here, along with Unexpected Windfall, allows us to discard some cards, draw some cards, and create some treasure tokens. Chandra Sparkhunter here is our only Planeswalker, but it's actually really sweet for the deck. We can then take it up to either do some more looting, take it to 0 to then give us a vehicle, or again -7 to then give our ability to then just lightning bolt everything anytime we have an artifact enter the battlefield. We will also have Astor Bearer Blade here. It cheapens all of our vehicle crew costs to 1, and also helps us dig 7 cards deep to look for a vehicle card, equipment card. Cloud Spire Cycle here can give us some counters on one of our creatures and also or vehicles. Jorah's Familiar cheapens all of our vehicles because they're all artifacts. Surge Hardcore Mech here is going to be spot removal for us. Also, it can crew itself for 4. It's a 5/5 with Menace. Untethered Express here has Trample, and every time it attacks, it'll get bigger and bigger with +1/+1 counters. Salvation Engine here gives our creatures, and artifact creatures specifically, massive +2/+2 pump when it attacks. Brings something back from the graveyard to the battlefield to target artifact card. Guardian Sunmare here helps us just dig through our deck for anything with a non-land permanent, a mana value of 3 or less. Repair and Recharge here, another one of our cards that can bring back our artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker from the graveyard to the battlefield. Invoke Justice does this on a massive scale because it gives back everything. Sky Sovereign Console Flag here just to either ping our creature or planeswalker an opponent controls for 3 mana, cruise 3, and when it attacks does the same thing. And then finally Parhelion the second here, 8 mana, 5/5, crew 4, flying, first strike, vigilance, this has everything on it of course, and of course creates angel tokens for us every time it attacks. Finally, to wrap out, of course, this really quick for you because I'm exhausted from doing all this, we're going to utilize, of course, Country Roads here and Rocky Roads to help us then dig out, to create some tokens that we need to later on in the game. 8 plains, 5 mountains, and all the tap lands you can think of that are all super cheap because this is a budget deck. With our utility lands going to be Almond Raceway here, Arid Archway to bounce something back, but it taps for 2. Avishkar Raidway here for a little bit more card draw and digging. Command Tower is going to be our staple. Demolition Field, Volatile Fault are here to just destroy enemy lands we don't want to deal with. Are going to be fetch lands or Terramorphic Expanse, and Evolving Wilds, and a Mech Hanger to round out the whole package. Whew! I apologize, everybody. I usually don't like to do it that way, but again, because we lost quite a bit of time earlier by losing that stream earlier, I just didn't want to have to go through the whole process all over again. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Enough of me talking. I just want to see how well we can do with this deck today. So let's go ahead. Let's see how well we do. But again, I'll just talk about the deck as we kind of play the game, so that's why you guys don't have to worry about like me backtracking too much. And hopefully the stream this time should not poop out on us, but I guess we'll find out in a bit if we can just hold out just for tonight. All right, with that, let's go ahead and just jump right into it and see how well the deck does. All right, so we'll play our mountain first. Okay, opponent, show me what you got. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are all having a great time wherever you're at. Unfortunately, though, we kind of had a little bit of a snafu earlier, but I think we have recovered fully, so this should be good for us. We will play Kolodin now. Vroom, vroom. All right, here we go. Ooh, the Parhelion the second is actually not too shabby for now, so with that, we will Road Rage. Okay, Tiny Bones is dead. Put this down as a tap land. Swing. Down to 23. All right. Can we get there? Opponent, what do you got? Probably some spot removal. I would assume so because they're playing Aklazaz. Oppression. Ooh, okay. This actually is not too bad for us. You'll see why in just a little bit. So, Cloud Spire Captain. We have to discard a card, so we'll throw away the Parhelion. That'll help us out later on. Down to 21. Thanks for making it easy for us to put in there. All we just need now, everyone, is just one simple land. If we get one land, we should be good to go here. Okay, opponent also has to discard cards too, which is actually interesting for oppression, but here we are, I guess. Let's see. We will... Do we do this now? I think we'll just swing for now. Not that we can really do anything because our opponent has the One Ring, but it's fine. Alright. Opponent? Is Aquazal's coming in yet? Nope. Shieldred. Alright. They have to discard a card, though. Sacrifice a non-token, non-creature... Okay. So the captain goes bye-bye, but that's not a big deal for us. And you'll see why in just a second here. High-speed hover bike. Throw away the big score. Tap this down. And then we'll get a mountain. So to do this, tune up. Oh man, this is what I wanted to see. All right, here we go, everybody. So we discarded the land, but that's fine. Yes. Oh man, this is what we wanted. Make those angels. There we go. That's like Greasefang. That's what we wanted, everybody. There we go. Victory for us, everybody. All right. Now that is actually how you want the deck to roll. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Much better. Much better. That's what you wanted, everybody. I'm glad we got that on stream. Okay, so we get our victory there, and we're just going to keep on playing, everybody. This stream, probably, because of how we kind of messed up earlier, I don't know if we're going to be able to stream as long as I'd like to, but we're going to try as much as we can to just stream what we can do. But I do appreciate all of you that are watching right now, so thanks again for that. And again, sorry about the poo-poo-ness earlier, but some way, somehow, I just had to do a quick reset, and we should be good to go for the remainder of the stream. Tyler, let's go. Yes. That was what you saw, hopefully, was just the dream right there. I obviously don't expect that to always happen with this deck, but man, that was exactly what you wanted from the deck. Oh, that was beautiful. All right, let's keep this hand. All right, opponent, show me what you got. All right, Witch's Cottage. So let's see with that. Hotshot Mechanic. All right, so our opponent is playing Liliana in the side, so it's probably going to be a lot of milling and zombies, I'm guessing. Mono black for sure. Curse Marauder. All right, so we lose our mechanic. Annoying, but that's fine. Okay, so let's see. Do we want to do this now? Let's try it right now. We came here to make some vehicles hasty, everybody, so that's what we're going to do. If our opponent has some removal, they have removal. Okay, what do we got? Hopefully, again, you're having a great time where you're at, everybody. Tell me again how you're feeling about the set overall. I know it's only been just a little under a week, but I would like to know, are you all feeling it yet? Is there something you like about this set, or maybe you're not feeling it? Okay, we will exile this. Sorry, opponent. We'll gladly play the 2 life, though. That's fine. All right, their zombie is gone. Swing here. Getting aggro. That's what you want the deck to do. Beautiful, by the way. Beautiful. Okay, so... All right, 4 cards in hand from our opponents. What else do they have? Do they have anything else? Maybe? Black Market Connection. Ooh, okay. They're definitely going to try to start pumping up some stuff here, but that also is a risky land to have. I'm sorry, risky enchantment to have because of how it turns out. But we'll see if it's worth it for our opponent here. All right, give ourselves a little bit of pump. Opponent, 3 cards in hand. Do you have an answer, opponents? Maybe? Okay, I don't want to do this now, but we will have to protect ourselves here. So Dawn's Truth. Okay, everything's got hexproof. Sorry, opponent. Our vehicles get to do the thing still. 14, all right. Okay, deck still feels pretty good. Opponents, what are you making? You can't lose too much here. Okay, they just make a treasure. Oh, they draw a card too. Okay, down to 11. So, what are we going to see here? Anything? Allows a tap Reaver. Okay. Well, we're still in control of the match for the most part. I don't see us taking too much here, but we should be okay. Right? Should be fine. Eaten alive. Okay. So, they get rid of our commander, but that's fine. We still have time to build up our stuff. We can still recover easily. Not a big deal for us. Okay, another mountain, which is great. We will Aeronaut Admiral. This means now we can then do our thing here. Let's see. I guess we will crew up Burner Rocket. And swing here. Down to 8. So with Black Market connections, this also is kind of nice because you can't turn this off. You have to keep selecting something. So our opponent is eventually going to have to get some major answer to stop us. I don't know what, but eventually they will die if they're not careful. Clock is ticking, opponents. All right. 3-drop Liliana. Do they tick down? They do. All right. Annoying, but that's not the worst for us. Okay, anything else, opponent? Anything else? Ooh, okay. Well, we don't really care about that. That's not a big deal for us. So here's how we do this here. How do we do this? I guess Kolodin coming back in. We then tick up. Now, obviously, we're not going to try to take out that Liliana because that's not what we want to do here. Because otherwise, they'll just come back and just reset itself. Down to 4. Yes. All right. Clock's ticking, opponents. Clock's ticking. Will they find a way out of this? Or can we get the win here? Find out right now. Ooh. Okay. They're out of options. Okay. Here comes Big Liliana. Do they make a zombie?
You will watch me as
If they make a zombie, that's fine with us. Because at this point, our hover ship will just fly right over them and we got the victory here easily. Colossal Plow. Sure, opponents. I don't mind throwing that away. It's part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. All right. Opponents? Nothing. Okay, so because of this, I can refurbish Colossal Plow. Thank you, opponents. I appreciate this. And it becomes an artifact vehicle. Oh my goodness, I love this. And then you know what? Let's see. Hold on one second. Oh, hold on. Turn on our hover ship. We just fly right over everything. We don't even care. Big swing here. Gain some life. Gain a ton of ramp that we honestly don't even need. I'm just doing it just because. All right. Kolodin makes all of our vehicles super duper powered. Love it. What will you do, opponents? You can really only just block one thing, so it doesn't really matter what happens here. Down to 1. Okay. And that's it. We'll pass. You know what? I don't even need to actually play anything. This is fine. Because no matter what, they have to choose something, and it doesn't matter because we've got the victory here. There we go, everybody. Another win. All right. Kolodin. Man, I love this guy. I love what he does. He is amazing, by the way. I honestly think maybe... Oh, it got a cute little achievement there. That's cute. All right, so what do we get? Okay, Eddie Crab. That's cool. That's cute. All right, let's keep on going. Okay, so... Honestly, my initial impressions of the card, because I did do this in testing a little while ago, but I still like what he's doing. I love what this card is capable of. Yes, 2 for 2, Tyler. Also, since you're here tonight, Tyler, how are you doing today? Hopefully, again, you're having a good evening wherever you're at. Okay, so we're going to keep this hand here. We will play our planes first. So Kolodin can come down again, which is one of the nice things about him is Kolodin is only a 2-mana planeswalker, so that makes it really easy for us to do our thing here. Let's see. And then our opponent is playing Edgar. All right. I think we'll wait for a moment. I have a feeling they're probably going to still have removal, so I want to wait until they tap out. But in the meantime, high-speed hover bike. No real value, but we want to make sure we get our vehicles going. Let's
see, we'll play Reckless Racer. Turn on our hover bike. This allows us to do some discarding and drawing, which is nice. What do we discard here? Ooh, this is kind of awkward here. But I think throw away the planes. Okay, turn it on. Doing great. Hopefully you're doing as well. Well, I'm good now. Originally, earlier, I was kind of annoyed because we unfortunately had a technical issue the first time we tried to stream, so we had to do a quick reset, and hopefully this time around, we should be able to hold off just long enough to at least continue a whole stream. Granted, the stream may not be as long as the other ones, but hopefully this should work out for us. Let's see. Do we want to throw away? Decline. Okay, and then, let's see, how do we do this here? I think we will recommission. Hover bike. Again, no major value, but we want to make sure we get our vehicles going. Tyler, I'm joining an Ether Drift only tournament in about a week, so it's nice to watch some of the new cards in motion. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully, again, you're going to have some fun doing that. And good luck to you on that. No matter what happens, Joe, as long as you're having fun, that's, of course, the biggest thing. Okay, so our opponent here got their white mana. City Connoisseur. Opponents. Alchemy cards. Oh, disgusting. Not big on alchemy at all. Not that I want to rant about that again, but say no to alchemy cards, everybody. I still prefer the real deal. Okay, otherwise, looks like our opponent here threw away our Invoke Justice, which is not what I wanted to see, but it is what it is. All right, unidentified hover ship. So let's see. I guess we'll do this here. Kolodin. All right. We turn on using Kolodin. High-speed hover bike now becomes a creature. Swing here. Okay. Do I want to discard yet? Nothing yet. In case of our opponent has a bunch of creatures, we need to make sure we can wrath the board. Unidentified hover ship is once Edgar comes down. And then our armory, if we can get this going, we won't have to worry about crewing anymore with anything. Tyler, I also dislike all alchemy cards. I'm a Magic Boomer, though. Yeah, well, I definitely can agree with you on that one. Also, because I've been playing Magic since, what was it? My first pre-con was, I had a starter deck in, like, what was that? I don't know, like, 7th edition? Wow, it feels like it's been so far away. Yeah, I'm definitely an older player, but I still have a lot of fun with the game, even if sometimes I'm a little questionable as to the decisions, of course, that are being made by this game, but I'm sure I don't need to tell you about that. I'm sure you probably know already. All right, so our UFO basically takes away Edgar. Sorry, opponent. We gotta have to do that to you. And there you go. Our opponent has had enough. They do not want our vehicle nonsense, everybody. All right. Victory on that one, everybody. Being able to not have to worry about crewing anything does make vehicles a lot more viable, in my opinion. I definitely need to start putting... I need to upgrade my vehicles deck. I have a vehicles deck that is in 4 colors that I definitely need to pump up a bit more. So yeah, Tyler, how long have you been playing, since you consider yourself a Magic Boomer like myself, how long have you been playing the game for? Oh, I probably should also put those cute little titles on my thing now so I can kind of like mess with people. All right, but otherwise, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we don't have any vehicles just yet, but we do have ways of crewing things. So, all right, Road Rage, Legion Leadership. All right, we'll keep this hand. My first Magic set was Champions of Kamigawa in 2004. All right, woo! That's definitely a throwback. OG Kamigawa. Way, way back in the day. Okay, so we do have 1 vehicle, so that's good. Opponent's playing Azeka, so they're definitely going to be a lot more slower than we are, but we need to make sure that we don't get too far behind here, so... Kolodin coming down now. Surge Hacker Mech will be nice once we get a couple more vehicles out. And we also have Cloud Spider Champion, too. Or Captain, I should say. I don't know why I kept saying Champion. I was 8 years old at the time. Oh, wow. All right. Well, that definitely makes me feel like a lot older than I am. But I am kind of an old person at this point. I was in my teens when I was playing at the height of the game. So this was in like 2002 Onslaught. That was a great set. Good times back then. I kind of stopped playing a little bit once we got to Mirrored In because I was focusing on college at the time. So that's why I kind of jumped out of the game for a bit. Ping our opponent there. Giant Ox. This will be great for crewing later on once we get to that point. Down to 22. So yeah. And then I picked up Magic again in 2017 from some friends at work. And then once Arena came out, then I really had a great time just jumping back into the Magic. All right, let's see. We'll play Volatile Vault. Let's see here. Let's see. I think we should probably we'll probably blow something up in a moment. But for the meantime, Cloud Spider, Captain. No real major value, but we want to make sure we can get stuff down. Tyler, I have my Sensei's Divining Top beat the crap from Green Snake Precon in my current deck to this day. Wow. Amazing. What's not amazing is our opponent here making us look terrible here. Ouch. Put it back into the command zone. But that's okay. We still got plenty of time here to rebuild, so that's not something I worry about. Kolodin coming down again, round 2. And pass. All right, so our opponent is most likely going to have their mana now. Okay, Prismatic Bidge. Ugh. This is where it's going to get a little dicey for us, everybody. Because this is scary, what this card is capable of. But we'll see if I can try to find a way around it. Okay, Lorehold Campus. We will go here. So this is going to just start getting more stuff for free, so that's absolutely annoying. But that's fine. We'll find a way around it still. Let's try this. Surge Hacker back. We need to start switching to a more aggro plan here. Down to 13. All right, we're going to have to close this out quick here. But hopefully we can. So our opponent's going to start putting stuff down for next to nothing. All right, so... Okay. Boo. Opponent.
I never run out of answers.
Wandering Emperor. Oh boy. Ugh. So I'm guessing they're all in on Planeswalkers? This is not fun.
Run away. You'll be
Okay. Opponent's going to tap this down, unfortunately. So we lose our commander again. Oh boy. It's fine. Volatile Faults. Gotta get rid of something here. I guess it doesn't matter too much at this point, but I guess we'll get rid of their command tower. I'm not sure, because now that they got their thing down, it's going to be next to impossible for us unless we get one of our key cards. I don't know if we can get to it, though, but we'll try. We will try. We'll get a treasure token out of the deal. And we go. Okay. Still a slow going, but... we will try. If we can just get a vehicle or two, we should be back in this fight. But Prismatic Bridge is just too much to deal with. Because look at this. They're just gonna keep getting free planeswalkers no matter what we do.
Life is tenacious.
So I'll let our opponent just do their thing. Much to my dismay. Alright, opponent, Saheeli. Alright. I'm going to start putting more counters on stuff, so... Ugh. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through... oh my goodness, here. Oh, good lord. 5 planeswalkers? Ugh. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, they make a token.
Let your blade do the talking.
So, how do we get out of this? Is there a way out of this? I don't even know at this point. Because they will... prevent that from doing damage. Okay, exile. Okay. Proliferates. Oh, hold on one second, everybody. I see something here that I probably should deal with. Hold on one second. I really should get that fixed. But okay, that's done. All right, so with that, we will... I guess we'll take care of the Wandering Emperor. That's gone. Okay, and then roadside assistance. This puts it out of range of Ugin's thing for a moment, but we can't really do any damage still. Ugh. I feel like no matter what I do, there's just nothing I can do against this. I don't have an answer unless we find it directly in the deck, so I don't think we're going to win this one, everybody. Yeah. I'll give it another turn or two, even though I don't like to scoop a match super early. Based on how this is looking right now, it's not looking good at all. I was going to keep proliferating everything. They have 6 planeswalkers they can keep proliferating with, so yeah, I think we're cooked on this one. Ooh. Disgusting, by the way. But I guess I shouldn't talk. I technically do have a 4-color planeswalker deck, but it's all uncommons. So that was the twist I gave mine. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I can't have this go as on as is. Only just because, again, there's just no way we have a way around this, so I'll just let it go. All right. Completely wrecked on that. Okay. That's a fine. We're going to shake it off, and we'll just jump right into another game. Okay, so while the deck is definitely fun, and I'm enjoying playing it super aggro, you kind of saw right there with the more controlling package like that, we kind of sputter a little bit, if you will. But otherwise, we'll continue on here. All right. All right. Shaking it off now. Feeling good. Trying to get back into this. Let's see how we can do. Come on, opponent. Show me what you got.
It's time to do.
I love just doing that, by the way. All right, Thalia and the Get Rog monster. Okay, so, all right, so they're going to be doing a lot of ramping, and all of our non-basics is going to be tapped. Well, that doesn't really matter because all of our non-basics anyway are coming to tap. So, gotcha, opponent. Got him. All right. Otherwise, Razorgrass Ambush tapped. All right, so how do we do this here? We got a Touch the Spirit Realm for some removal, so that might help us out a little bit later on. We do need some vehicles, though. We need vehicles. Where are our cars at? Excuse me. Okay. Tap land. Cultivator's Caravan. That'll be helpful for later. Let us play here, and then Kitsune Ace. Some early game damage in. Ideally, I would like to have a 3rd land drop so we can get Cultivator's Caravan, so that way when we put Arid Archway down, we can bounce back the Razorgrass field. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. All right. Another land. Prairie Survivalist. Opponents. I kind of wish this format didn't allow alchemy cards, or at least gave you the option, if you will. I think that's probably the one thing I kind of wish we could do. Ping our opponent here. And then we will Giant Ox. Swing here. So what does this do as a... Okay. Getting a combat on your turn. Creature you control perpetually gets... Then choose a creature in your hand. Well, that's not fun. That's not fair. Come on. Wizards, I'm sorry. I'm still going to rant about this here and there. But again, alchemy cards, this is just not how Magic is meant to be. We're not Hearthstone, by the way. We're not Hearthstone. Honestly. Okay. So in the meantime, Willowgeist also is going to get Perpetual Joy. Okay, opponent. Do you have an answer? All right. And see, it's just going to keep getting stronger for no reason in hand. I don't like free value like this. It's just, again, it just feels very anti... It just feels anti against the game. I'm just not fond of it. All right, Cultivator's Caravan coming down. We will bounce back our planes. Or actually, I guess I had maybe the Razorgrass field. All right. With that, no attacks yet. All right, no attacks. All right, deck. Come on, give me some vehicles I can use. Any vehicles that would help us out here would be great. Thalia and Gitrog should be coming down soon, so we'll see if that shuts us down completely, but we'll find out. Do they play? Do they play it? Maybe? They do. Okay. Okay, so Thalia's coming down. Perpetual triggers off again. They swing. We go down to 21. All right, and let's see. Let me do this here. So touch the Spirit Realm. Get rid of Thalia. Slow it down for just a little bit, though. Our opponents. You there? Bouncing it back. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll play the bridge. Kolodin. Nothing yet. Pass.
Okay, opponents.
What do you got? Show me what you got. Come on. 5 cards in hand. Opponents? Oh, Cookie, I see you over on Instagram here. Hey, Infernoman, how you doing? Sorry if I wasn't around. I'm on vacation with my partner.
Oh,
Well, again, hopefully, again, you're having fun where you're at. I see you, of course, on the chat, but sorry that your little bit doesn't come up on the main chat here.
maybe someday.
The streams will make it so that way I can see that, at least on Instagram.
But thanks for being here.
It's good to see you again. It's been a little while, so I'm glad to see you. All right. Opponents. Getting free value still from these alchemy cards. Boo. Not my cup of tea. That's okay. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? I think Razor Grass. Ouch. Kolodin. We play Glory Health Links. Turn it on. We crew this utilizing our Giant Ox. Okay. Now we're in business here. Let's see. Give it first strike. Get a planes. Cookie from Instagram. Yes, I haven't forgotten about you. I still miss your streams, but I don't have much time to see them. Having fun with the new cards?
Oh, well, again, I still appreciate you jumping in when you can. I know sometimes also the time I play, sometimes it's a little clunky for us to meet up, but glad again to see you again. I'm happy to hear from you. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the set. If you haven't seen it already, we kind of had a stream a couple days ago when the set debuted, but man, that was a fumble. I think that was probably one of my worst outings I ever had on standard, so that looked terrible. But today, of course, is a much better day. So I'm definitely enjoying our new card here where we can just make all of our vehicles hasty and super aggro. I've been enjoying this card a lot. Have you had a chance to see any of the new cards yet? Okay, meanwhile, our opponent here is going to start putting it. Okay, Conduit of Worlds. Okay. Well, 3 cards in hand. If they had removal, they would have used it already with Kolodin, so I think we should be okay for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, though, that Prairie Survivalist does need to get dealt with, and it's getting close to that point where I might have to start doing some stuff with it. So let's see. High-speed hover bike. Tap you out of the way. Sorry, opponents. All right, there we go. And then recommission. Bring back Kitsune's Ace. Wow, I cannot say words right now. You get what I'm saying. Okay. Crew 3 with the Ace. All right, now we're doing better here. This is more like it. We will first strike. Untap. There we go. Down to 12. Down to 10, down to 6. All right. Nice. There we go. Opponent, you are close to the end here. Can we close this out against our opponent again? Can we pull off a victory, or does our opponent have some kind of secret tech in hand? I guess we'll find out right now. Cookie, I haven't got time to play, but it looks fun. Gotta go though. Goodbye. Have a nice stream and burn bright. Oh, well, thanks again for stopping by for just a moment there. Again, glad to hear from you again. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend, and always be sure to burn bright, my friend. Oh, okay. Our opponent here just doesn't want us to have Kolodin on the field. Annoying, but that's fine. Put it back to the command zone.
Unfortunately, we couldn't bring it back repair and recharge, so that's okay. But we should be good to go here in just a little bit. Our opponent here does have a lot of pump for their creatures, but they're not doing much with it. And I think it's because they're afraid of getting hit on the backswing. But we're about to close this game out, hopefully, in this turn here. So, let's see. I guess we will... How do we do this here? We can't really do anything with the Sundering Eruption, so I guess that doesn't really help us all that much. Kolodin, again, coming back. Tapped. Let's see. Okay, and then... Crew 3. Turn this on. Crew 1. Turn that on. And then... How do we do this here? Okay, so I think... Oh, wait, it has to be saddled. Never mind. Swing here. First strike. And untap the creature. Okay.
Okay.
So, does our opponent have an option here to get around us? Cultivator's Caravan is first striking, so whatever they block with will get taken out. Alright, opponents. Decisions must be made here. Down to 1. Okay. We lose 1 creature, but that's not a big deal because Repair and Recharge is in our hands waiting to be utilized here. And that hopefully, as long as Kolodin stays out, we should be able to beat down our opponent right here, right now. Come on. So close right now. So close.
Oh, never mind. They already gave up right now. Yes. Victory for us here.
All right. Kolodin. Wow, what a card. Very powerful.
Ooh, achievement unlocked again.
I kind of like unlocking these achievements, but I do need to do a video on talking about achievements because there's some things I like about it, and I know there's so much more they can do with achievements. But we'll see. Maybe Wizards might change that in the future. I hope so, but I don't know. Okay. We'll get into our next match here, and we'll see how well we're doing.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Can we get some more victories today? We're doing a lot better than last stream. Definitely, I'm having a lot more fun with this one.
Okay, so with that, all right, a lot of white in hand here, but we don't really have that many red spells, so I think we should be okay for now.
Show me what you got, opponent.
It's time to do.
Okay, so Skyclave Cleric tapped. So we got our tap land. Lotus Cobra. All right, so that's going to start getting a ton of good value for them quick. So we're going to have to be mindful. Let's see, and Kolodin. So if we can get Tangle Tumbler out, that'll be a hilariously powerful way to smash through our opponents. All right, they're getting their mana ramp on.
And we're using another... Wow, I think somebody heard me somewhere saying, oh, Infernoman doesn't like these alchemy cards, so... Let's go ahead, let's conspire against him and just start throwing at him opponents that are using them very freely. You'll notice that anytime I play matches, I will try to minimize or at least avoid using alchemy cards as much as possible. It's just not my thing, but I swear tonight, they're just throwing everything at me by this. It feels like a conspiracy, you know? In any case, we'll put a plains down. We will play Tangle Tumbler. Turn it onto a giant 6/6. That's beautiful. Smashy, smashy. Down to 19. Nice. But unfortunately, we can't turn it on again until we get some tokens out, so that's the only awkward part. But we have the right card for that, too. An unexpected windfall here can turn on Tangle Tumbler. So we'll see if we can try to pull it off here. Oh dear. Our opponent, of course, is also going to get a little power hungry here. Ugh. I mean, oh jeez. Oh, come on. Really? Wow. Totally fair. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to win this one. But... Ugh. Yeah, this is why I don't... Again, like, look at what this card does. Come on, look at this card real quick for a second here. Power tokens are equal to the number of lands we control. Whenever a mono or non-token lands you control enters, for each of them, you conjure... In other words, you create a duplicate of it on the battlefield. I mean, come on. All that ramp? That's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, Wizards. You allow that to happen? Absolutely terrible. All right. Anyways, aside from the rants,
Let us play... I don't even know at this point. I mean, really we can't do much of anything here, but we'll try. Interface Ace. Reckoner Bankbuster. But I mean, there's not really anything else we can do because they'll just smash through us with everything here. I mean, yeah, we can't really do anything. Oh, come on. Really? No, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to take the L on that one. Did we have fun? No, we did not. Well, I put yes, but okay. You get the idea there, everybody. Wow, completely correct on that. Okay, moving on. Shaking it off. Not a big deal. It's fine. I mean, mono green does mono green stuff. It is what it is. In any case, we'll just continue on here. We'll see how we can do on the next one. Okay, so with that. So now also I realized that Wizards has also mentioned they were going to do a quick preview of the Final Fantasy sets. Or at least like a couple cards from it, like what is it, in the next week or so? Man, we're just going way too fast here with some of these cards. And then I think in a month we're going to start getting the previews for Tarkir. I mean, I'm definitely excited to see some Tarkir stuff, but I don't know. I still feel like this year is going to be way too fast with content here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this. There's definitely a lot of decks I already have ready to go. But by the time I get through all of them, I'll still be backlogged on other sets because of... They just keep pushing out content every other month now. I mean, it's just a lot. But hopefully, we'll find a way to kind of get through all of this. In any case, Muldrotha the Gravetide is going to be our opponent's commander versus Kolodin here. It's going to be Graveyard Shenanigans versus Vroom Vroom Vehicles. Who will get the win here? Find out soon. Bring it on, opponent. Show me what you got.
It's time to duel!
All right. Broker's Hideout. All right. Forest. All right, we got our planes. So with that, planes down. Hot Shot Mechanic. So with this, Search Acrobatic should be pretty easy to crew up once we get it out. Okay, Foreboding Landscape. So I'm guessing our opponent's going to have a ton of cheap fetch lands, which is actually pretty good to have with Muldrotha, so that's actually not too shabby of a game plan. Strike it rich. Make our first token. And pass. Okay, so let's see. I think... Put down the planes. We can strike it rich again. Just start ramping first off. Down to 22. This time we'll hold off on Kolodin, at least until maybe we get at least a couple of vehicles out there, or at least they have something down where I can just smash through. And in the meantime, well, I guess we can also start doing our thing here with... Ooh, Evasion to Zendikar. Okay, they got a battle. That's cute. I actually like battle cards. I know some people didn't really care for this card type, but I like battles. I like what they can do, but they're very underpowered. And I feel like battles, once they start doing more of them, will most likely feel like how... I guess equipment was years ago, until equipment finally got to a place where they're pretty good now, but it took quite a while to get there. At least that's how I feel. I don't know. You guys tell me what you feel about that. In any case, Collector's Vault. Valakut Awakening. Swing here again. Down to 20. All right. Steady and slow progress here, but we are making that progress. If our opponent puts down Muldrotha, we technically also have Touch the Spirit Realm, so we can use that if we need to in a pinch. But it all depends. Opponent is slowly running out of cards. Okay, Muldrotha's on the field now. So, in order for us to pull this off, we will need to lock out Muldrotha for a turn. Sorry, opponent. Denied. Okay. I guess we'll pull down Kolodin now. Now that the coast is clear, sort of. Alright, down to 19. Okay, so that's probably going to be targeted for removal right now, if I'm guessing. Assuming they have it. And then while this is... Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's a scary card there. That's going to be a little bit... Alright, got to be careful of that one. Because once this starts going off with all that mana, that's going to be a lot to deal with. But until then, Conqueror's Galleon. This giant ship that actually works very well with this card, I must say. Swing here. And it flips very easily. Got another land out of that. Speedway Fanatic. Got haste. Okay, so our opponent's at 13. They're playing the Bear Druid. So Doc Arlock. Muldrotha coming down. All right. Now it's going to be the game of trying to fight through their graveyard shenanigans. So they're definitely going to start ramping very easily here because they're going to keep cycling through these cheap lands. So interesting strategy. I will give them that. Let us play Surge Hacker Mech. Only does 2 damage, so that's not really going to be too helpful for us, but we can try. Hit it for 2. Planes, okay. And then swing with this mech. And only the mech. Okay. They have to block with both. Okay, so what do we want? What do we want to take out? I think... Do we take out Muldrotha? Okay, I think we'll take out Muldrotha. Okay, so that's gone. But we have Armed and Armored, so that's also going to help us out once we get to that point. Pass now. Okay. Muldrotha coming back yet again. We'll draw a card and discard a card. Okay, so with that... What do you throw away here? I guess Armed and Armor we don't need. Okay, and they bring back Muldrotha again. Maybe Dark Arlock maybe should be the card I should get rid of. We'll see. Still, they don't have that many cards in hand, so I'm not, like, too concerned just yet. But, okay. Let us... How do we do this here? How do we do this? Okay, I think we swing here. Do they block? Most likely they're going to take out Kolodin, but the reason we're going to do this is we need to split up the whole board. Is our opponent onto our game, though? Have they figured out our plan? Okay, so they are going to block there. Down to 12. We'll decline for now. Split up. Destroy untapped creatures. Okay, we got them there. We recommission. Kolodin coming back for cheap. Okay. So far we're doing good. But we are close to getting victory, but Muldrotha should hopefully be now locked out of the game at this point. It's so expensive. So they got 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, never mind. Coming back again. Very annoying. But, oh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. But they are spending a ton of mana in order to make this even work. So I will say it has kind of worked for us, but not really. Okay. Come on, deck. Okay, unidentified hovership is okay, so we can do it this way. Untethered Express 2 is actually pretty good too. So, hovership coming down. Our nice little UFO. Woo-woo! Alright. Got rid of that bear finally, which is nice. Untethered Express. Turn that on. And we will swing here with just our hovership. Gotta close down the game. Oh man, we're so close right here. Our opponent literally is only hinging on just Muldrotha to keep them alive, along with these annoying instant sack lands, which again, I mean, I commend this strategy. It's a pretty interesting strategy to utilize these cheap lands to keep things going. But it's, again, very annoying. So, a question for all of you while our opponent is still trying to just outgrind us here. What are your thoughts so far on... Let's see, what was I going to ask? Oh yeah, is there a commander card out there that some of you are interested in building around? Is there like a card that goes, oh yeah, that's the card I have to build a deck around? Anything like that? Anybody out there trying to come up with something interesting like that? Let me know. I would love to hear from you about what you're building. Let's see, all right, so we will bring back Surge Hacker Mech. Wait, hold on, we can't do that just yet. Actually, we will draw a card, discard a card. Now, I guess do it that way. And then crew 1. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try here. So I got something cooked up. Speedway Fanatic. Put a counter on it. What do you block, opponent? All right, so there we go. This is it. Oh my god, this actually worked. Yes, victory there. Well, technically they're down to 1, but we're in range. It's going to cost them 14 mana to get this off. All right. Ooh, big bear. Big bear. But that's not enough. I mean, they can still kind of keep doing their little shenanigans here, but I think we might be able to get them here. We should be able to. Hopefully. Okay. That is a big bear, by the way. Muldrotha coming down again. But this shouldn't matter. We should be able to then just go around them completely with our plan. Hopefully. Okay. Opponents. Wait, can they play their virtues if they're not... If they're technically enchantments? They can play it as an enchantment, right? I don't know. I'll have to figure out the ruling on that one. Okay. In the meantime... Can we get around this? Is there a way around this? Okay, clock's ticking, opponents. But let's see if we can find a way around this. Okay, Shieldred coming down. So, that's annoying because... Okay, so they can put it down just as a regular enchantment. Okay, so in the meantime... How do we do this here? Okay. Okay, so I think... Mechanic, turning that on. And then... I don't know what we sacrifice. I guess we'll sacrifice that. Draw the card. Okay. So... How... Is there any way out of this? Like, literally right here... I mean, there's not anything I can really do except just bring stuff back. I mean, I can draw a card here. It's not going to be too helpful for us. Okay, turns on. Astor might be helpful for later. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it until then. I mean, that bear also has reach, which is beyond annoying, but that's okay. Okay, so in the meantime... No attacks. Ugh. Jeez. Alright. I think our opponent might have had us here. Because I could have... Oh, man, we were so close to going off here. But that Lumara here completely changed the game. Like, literally. Oh, Toxrill. Okay. I think we're going to have to concede this one. I cannot deal with the value they're going to be able to provide against us, so... We're just going to have to take the L on that one, unfortunately. Dang. Yeah. We just couldn't get through that. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. Because again, we're just going to keep plowing on. We're at the halfway point of the stream at this point, so for those of you who haven't already done so, you know what to do. Be sure to give a like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoy the content, if you want to see me completely get wrecked all the time on stream, or if you enjoy any of my booster pack openings, my super budget deck techs, anything you want, be sure to check all that out. We got all that and plenty more on the YouTube. Also, I do want to remind everyone, if you do want to join up our growing group of fiery friends, we have a Discord if you haven't already seen it. I'll be able to then try to add that up on stream. with the link, or at least I'll put it in the details below after the end of this stream. And then finally, if you want to be a true fiery friend, we do have, of course, we have a Patreon that if you want to, well, I cannot say words. I do apologize for that. If you want to, you can support the Patreon. For $3 a month, you get, again, bonus footage of all the stuff that doesn't quite make it to full deck techs. We're talking, again, experimental stuff out there, some random videos, and, of course, nice little previews of what's to come if you do want to stick with that. But even if you don't, just, again, liking, following, subscribing is all I ask from you, and I appreciate that from all of you that enjoy my content. Now, okay, let's see. We're going to be fighting against, Shark Pirates. This is kind of cool. I haven't seen this yet, so we'll see how this card does. But it is a little expensive, though. 4 mana. Right? Lost GT. Ooh. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. So with that, let us play... How do we do this here? I think we'll put the shelter down. And then from there, Kolodin, or maybe... Let's see. We'll see how this goes. Arcane Signet. We have a recommission. That's good. Let's start our engines. Kolodin. And pass. Show me what you got, opponent.
It's time to duel.
Right. What do you got? So is it... Are they utilizing more sharks or pirates? I haven't had a chance to see too much of what this creature type has been utilizing in Ether Drift. Let me know. At some point, we will try to make a shark deck. I'll definitely want to try to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Whew, okay. Opponents, taking their time here. Taking their time. Don't let the tumbleweeds go too far, opponents. All right. In the meantime, planes. Let's see here. I guess Imperial Recovery Unit. Not for any true real value, because we still need a little bit more for it to actually do its thing. That's okay. We have to pay 2 and 2. That's so annoying. That's a lot of protection actually for this shark. But okay. So while our opponent is trying to do their little thing here, what are your thoughts on the next set? I know we're still a ways away from that, but are you excited for going back to Tarkir? What are your thoughts and what are your hopes for that set coming up? Well, of course, I'm still trying to get through Ether Drift itself. I'm sure for many of the more Magic boomers out there like myself, I'm sure many of you who are on the older side will definitely enjoy this. I can't really say I have any true connection to Tarkir because I didn't play in its heyday, but it does look like it's going to be a fun plane. Most likely a lot of dragon support is what we're going to be getting soon. But who knows? We'll see. All right, opponents, anything? They swinging. All right, that's fine. Opponents. Okay, discard 2, draw 2. Wait, is that the... Okay, so whenever we discard one more card, each target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Okay, so that's going to be... that's a lot of pump, actually. For each card, whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay. Alright. No blocks. That's a lot of damage coming at us, though. Wow. Alright. Well, this shark is definitely going to be able to pull off some shenanigans here. We'll see if we can find a way around it. Ruby Medallion. Ooh. That's definitely going to make things a lot cheaper and faster against us. We'll see. Can we push through this kind of value? Opponents? Okay. They put a counter on it. Okay. Let's see. Gilded Goda. Okay. Country Road. Gilded Goda. It is saddled automatically. Make a treasure. Down to 21. Level 2 on there. And, okay. Do we do this now? I guess we'll wait. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to be able to fight through this, because if our opponent is going to start discarding cards, that definitely is going to pump up that captain Shark very quickly. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get around this. So far, we've had some decent matches here, but it looks like our opponent has just been, able to get around us here. Ugh. All right, put back in our hand here. Opponents. They swinging. Down to 4. Ugh. We're in danger zone. Can we get around this at all? All right, they untap a land. Interesting. Does that mean they have counter spells, or do they have something else like protection? Oh, unstoppable plan. Okay. I'm surprised they actually made this for this set. So this is an extremely powerful card, by the way. But we'll see if we can find a way around any of this stuff. Giant Ox. All right. Well. Okay. So with that, I don't know if we can get around anything here, but we'll try. Recommission. Okay. Giant Ox, actually. And then Dowsing Device. Not for anything, really, unfortunately. Okay, so we are looking at right now lethal. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Coming in. And our opponent will get some pump from this. Ooh. That's not good. If they have trample, we are basically cooked. I mean, we can sponge one hit. So this is a desperation block at this point, which I don't feel comfy about at all, but here we are. Do you have an answer, opponent? Is there anything in your hand? Maybe? Anything at all? Okay, so we lose our creatures. Okay, so they did lose their shark, but we're still in the danger zone. Because we're still not quite where we want to be at. Okay, they put the GT on the Overlord. They untap everything. Ooh, Road Rage is not too shabby here. Okay. Did we find a way to fight out of this? If they counterspell, we're dead. So did we win or lose? Let's see. Bump that. Not for any real value, but ping our Overlord here. Opponent. Okay, we got to do this now. Okay. Phew. Okay. Overlord is dead. No attacks. Can't pass. Phew. Wow. We're living on the edge here. Some way, somehow. We're still not dead. Rogue's Passage. Can't be blocked. Okay, so that's going to be a problem for us if it ends up becoming a thing. We can't afford basically anything else except to just do combat damage to the lost GT. Untethered Express. Okay. This doesn't work, does it? Because even if we pump this... Okay, that's still not enough, though. Oh, boy. Okay, well... I don't know if we can get around this. Rogue's Passage alone pretty much means our opponent could just swing through us. So once they turn that on, it's game over. Yep. Alright. Well, we're going through our little losing streak here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's okay. Can't win them all, by the way, but I'm still having fun here. Okay, in the meantime, keep going through here as much as we can. But so far, again, like, if you've been watching this, like, let me know what you think about this deck overall. Is it something fun? Do you like what we're playing? Do you think we should have upgraded the deck a little bit? Let me know. Honestly, in my opinion right now, it doesn't feel like it's necessary to give us the stronger lands. I mean, yes, giving us stronger lands would definitely help us out, but it hasn't been hurting us as much as I thought it was going to. Okay, our opponent is playing P and LR, so they have a different artifact strategy versus ours, but we'll see who has the better strategy here. Okay, Windscar Crag, gain some life. All right, we will see. Show me what you got, opponent.
It's time to duel.
Okay, we'll play Mech Hanger. Kolodin, coming down. Once we get Imperial Recovery Unit, we should be fine. Okay. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Okay, they can discard some cards and then redraw. Ooh, okay. New hand, okay. That's a choice. We have Recommission. So with that, I guess we'll play Michiko's Rain Truth. Not going to get much pump off of it, but that's okay. Just applying pressure to the opponent. That's all we're doing. If we can get Chandra down, we definitely will be in business, though. But I guess it all depends on what we get here. Impact Tremors. Ooh, okay. Interesting choice here, opponents. So, with that, we'll play Imperial Recovery Unit. Gets turned into a vehicle immediately. Down to 16. Well, we're definitely doing some damage, if nothing else. Pia coming down. Pinging us for 1. Light up the stage. Okay. They get a River's Overlook. So that does work against us. We get pinged again. Down to 24. Okay. I see their little plan here. It's kind of cute. I kind of like what they're doing. But we'll see if it's enough against us. Okay. Giants. They swing. 23. It's going to flip soon. Alright. We get our flip. Michiko's Rain of Truth. Abraded Bluffs. Ping our opponent for 1. Okay, we will hit touch the Spirit Realm now. Get rid of... What do we get rid of here? Let's see, hold on. I guess Pia's got to go bye-bye. And then from there, Crew 2. Turn this back on again. Down to 11. Okay. Well, we definitely have an advantage right now, but we are going to definitely hopefully go off here soon once we get Chandra doing its thing. Chief of the Foundry makes all of the artifacts a little stronger. Grabby Giant coming down. Alright, down to 19. Unexpected Windfall's not the worst. Let's play Chandra. Make some vehicles. They get turned into stuff, so that's cool. Alright.
Let's go, go, go!
Swing and swing. Do you block opponents? Be surprised if they do. Oh, they do block. Okay, interesting. Got 8. We can still get to victory because we definitely have all the pieces we need. Scorching Shot. Ooh. Okay. Same thing. It's annoying, but it's fine. We still have ways of bringing things back. We have a refurbish and a recommission, so those are waiting in the wings. Lightning noise. Ooh. Ugh.
Hands off the bike!
Annoying. Opponent's gonna swing. So there goes our Chandra, unfortunately. But that's okay still. We still have ways of getting back things.
I'll be back after a pit stop.
Ren's Resolve. Oh, they have a Farewell in hand? Ugh, that's something to be careful of. We're gonna have to see if we can try to find a way around that. Planes. We will... How do we do this here? Get the armory down. Turns on one of our vehicles to a 3/3. We swing here. And everything gets vigilance, which is nice. They block. Down to 8. So they have a Farewell in hand. But will they use it? Bruce Tarl. Oh, that's cute. We actually played with Bruce Tarl a couple months ago when it came out in Thunder Junction. Deck was fun. Not the most exciting one, because it was probably one of my not that good decks. But hey, it worked out for what we had. Ragavan. Monkey. The monkey is here. Do you swing, opponent? You do. That's fine. Down to 15. Alright, Cultivator's Caravan, which is nice. So let's see how we do this here. Recommission. Bring back the Imperial Recovery Unit. That turns on into another vehicle. Vroom vroom. Cultivator's Caravan. Yeah. Alright. Turn that on too. And turn on the vehicle here. Alright. Wow, we're really going off here. This is what you want, everybody. So, swing, swing, swing. It's basically lethal, so our opponent's going to have to block something here. What else will you block, opponent? Anything. Alright. Down to 2. Oh man, we're so close. So close right here. Can we pull off the victory here? Quintorius. Ugh. He usually provides a lot of free value, which I'm annoyed with. As you can kind of tell, I'm not the kind of person that enjoys playing stuff for free, but that's usually how I am. I like to still insist that you need to pay a cost for something. Alright, Impact Sharpers again. Pings us down to 12. Alright, swinging and swinging. They make a Nox. Yep. Okay, so with that, we will, let's see, we can crew this up. Opponents. Okay, do they block? Do they have an answer? Ooh, looks like they do. Source of Plowshare. Okay, so we're going to have to do it this way. We're going to have to do a double crew. So unfortunately, we lose that, but we do gain some life, so that kind of sponges ironically. We will take out Bruce Tarl here. So Bruce Tarl's got to go bye-bye. Sorry, opponent. They do get a treasure out of the deal, though. But they're down to 1 card, so that should be hopefully enough. Valakut Awakening. Okay, so how do we do this here? I guess Jor's Familiar. And then from here, crew again. Gotta keep putting pressure on our opponent here. Turn on the vehicle here. Okay, so, opponent, you're still looking at lethal here. Do you have an answer? Blocking with a token. Oh, and they block with the Chief of the Foundry. Okay, well, that's to our advantage. Got to keep stuff off the field. Ooh, man. Can we close this out? We're so close. To be continued. 2 cards in hand, opponent. Obliterating Bolt. That takes out our commander, but that's okay. We can still bring him back. Not a big deal, actually, for us. And thankfully, because it's historic, that means our Flying Owl here does allow us to bring him back for a little cheaper, so it won't hurt us on the commander tax too much. Okay, Quintorius. They go back up in life. Annoying, but it's not the worst. Back up to 6. Facebreaker swings down to 6. Okay, so let's see. Is there a way out of this? Astor. Alright. He is for cheaper, though. Digging deep. Ooh, Parhelion. That's nice. Okay, so with that... Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? I think Kolodin coming down again might be the best option for us here. Okay, let's see. Crew 1 with its ability, so Kolodin turns itself on. Turn on our other vehicle. And then we swing with both of them to face. Okay, opponents. Still looking at lethal here. They have to find a way around our stuff, so they block. Ooh, they actually block with the Thopter? Surprising. Wait, no? No? Okay. They don't have anything else in hand, so this does mean that we should hopefully be able to beat them down here. Maybe. Hopefully. So the idea here is with, let's see, Parhelion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough for Parhelion next turn. All we have to do is just survive one turn. Just one turn. And we should be able to beat our opponent here. Okay, the exile. It's a land. The NLR coming back again. Ooh, they are... Ugh. Really? Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. They actually got... I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Come on! Oh, man. So close on that one there. Oh, that one was painful. Dang. So close on that one. Okay. Well, I can't let that get to me. We'll shake that off. Hey, we came close. Very close on that one. That's okay. We'll just keep going. We got to keep plowing through. Okay. Okay. Shaking it off. And we'll see if we can try to do this again. Oh, looks like again we're dealing with the shark again. Okay. Well, that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Okay. So let's see. Do we want... Is this the hand we want? It's a little on the slow side. But I think we might be able to pull this off. Maybe. Okay, so it's going to be more shark shenanigans coming up. See if we can find a way around it. Okay. Come on, opponent. Bring it on. Let's get it on. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, so with that, Skyclave Cleric has a tap land. Alright, opponents. Tap land themselves, Thundering Falls. They surveil. Okay. Opponent. Nothing yet. Okay. Collector's Vault's not too shabby either. Amonkhet Raceway. We'll put down the Collector's Vault now. So this way we can start digging through our deck for stuff. Okay. So with that... see if we can get the armory down too. We would like that. So this should make it a lot easier for us to then get our vehicles going. I'm gonna lie, this set, I definitely need to start upgrading some of my other decks now that we have this set out. This actually gave us a lot of stuff to work with that I'm actually really am happy with. Okay, tap land, and we pass. Okay. Opponent. What do you got? Nothing? Anything? Something? Right. Fiery Islet. Alright. Shork is online. Okay. So, let's see. Demolition Field. I don't want to do this, but I think I'm going to have to. Day of Judgment. Keeping the field clear. I don't want to race the Wrath on one creature, but I can't have that shark go off. We're going to have to stall out our opponent here for just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Okay, Mountain. And what else, opponents? What else you got? Hieroglyphic Illumination. They draw some cards. That's cute. What else, opponents? What else you got? All right, Mountain Cycling. So you get a free mountain out of that. Got a planes. That's cool. Okay, so in that case then, let's see. How do we do this here? We'll get the armory down. Nothing yet. We're just prepping, everybody. It's all prep. This is 4D chess right now. Just prepping everything ahead of time. If our opponent brings down the Shork, we should be good to go here. Should be. Opponent. All right, here comes the Shork. He is here. All right, we'll do that mountain, and then... Oh, Den Splendid, welcome. Wait, isn't it late where you are, man? What'd you miss? Oh, well, we're playing our vehicles deck right now with Kolodin, so thanks again for joining us there. But yeah, isn't it like 3 or 4 in the morning where you're at? Hopefully, again, you're not too late, or like super late, up night, what? You know what I'm talking about. Any case, let's see. What do we want to do here? I guess we'll do it this way. Can't do anything, unfortunately. But we can turn on our flying boats. Or at least we were able to. Oh, wait, why couldn't we swing? I was confused about that. How come it didn't let us swing there? I was very confused right now. I thought we could have just swung right because it was going to be an artifact. Oh, wait, I forgot. It has Summoning Sickness. Never mind. I totally forgot that Kolodin is not on the field. So, oops. My bad. All right, in the meantime, so our opponent here is going to start discarding cards as soon as they can go off with their Shark here. We just need to find a way to push through that, and we should be good to go. All right, Invisible Stalker. Can't be blocked, so that's annoying. All right, down to 20. Okay, Cloud Spider Captain. So with that, we will put down the captain first. It has a crew of 3, so we just need... That's our magic number. So in the meantime, Canyon Vaulter. Opponents. Opponents. Do we have an answer? Maybe. Opponents. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, da, da, dun. Okay. Okay. I think we'll hold off on that for a bit. We can turn on our Sky Sovereign now. So we actually don't need these cards to help crew it, but... Torch the tower. I mean, that's annoying, but that's fine. Because again, our boat's already flying as is, so that's not a big deal for us. I mean, they can pump it up if they want to. That's okay. Either way, we can still bolt our opponent's creatures, so this is not a big deal for us. Okay. Sorry, opponent. You lose your Duelist of the Mind. Or do they? Nope, they do. All right. Boat flying in. Smashy, smashy. Down to 15. Nice. And we go to now level 2 on our starter engines. Which I guess I would say, what is it, like second gear? We're shifting into second gear. Second gear, everybody. Second gear. Okay, so right now, the game plan right now, as you can see, is if we can just find a way to get around these annoying protected creatures, we should hopefully be able to then beat our opponent with our giant flying boat. At least I hope we can. Opponents? You got a full hand still, so I'm still trying to figure out what exactly are they not... What exactly do they have? Okay. Okay. Mackin Artillerist. Interesting card, by the way. I do like the card itself because I love pinging stuff. But we'll see. Is that enough against us, though? They cycle. Okay. They're pumping. Opponents, ping away. So this means that their invisible stalker is going to be a pain to deal with right now. Opponents, what else you got? Anything at all? Do they swing? Okay, they do swing. Wait, we can't do this anyway. Oop, never mind. We don't have the creatures to pull this off. Wait, did we? Oh, I forgot it. It can crew itself because I forgot it has an ability there. Oh, nice. We actually are okay here, so we can block the shark. Opponent's got to have some kind of pump here. Yeah, they do. But either way, this gets rid of the shark for us for a turn. We can bring it back, so it's not a big deal for us to lose him. For now, at least. Okay. Air response unit. Okay, so how do we do this here? Kolodin, up and down. And then air response unit becomes an artifact creature. Alright, free damage. Down to 11. Alright, third gear shifted. Okay, so our opponent still has a full hand. This has been a slow one, but we are managing to keep that shark under control. I spoke too soon. Okay. It's fine. But that was a lot for our opponent to do. So here's how we do this. Kolodin. We will refurbish. Sky Sovereign. The boat is back. We swing again with the boat. Oh, I love that boat. Down to 5. And we are now in 4th gear. I think at this point I might as well put this down tapped. Because we don't really need it now for anything else they have. Okay, opponent, you have 1 turn basically to stop us. Do you have an answer? I'll run some 50. Ugh. They're trying. They're trying. Have an extra turn now. Is that enough against us? Down to 12. They basically have now 1 extra turn that they bought themselves to see if they can beat us. Faithless looting. Okay. Well, the good news at least now is with that shark now out of commission, we should be able to hopefully just stop them from doing any of those shenanigans. But it really comes down to this turn here. This literally is the turn. They either win or lose. Opponents? Did we get there? Sorry, I'm playing it again, but that's how it is. Dun, 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 dun. And there we go, everybody. We did it. Our opponent ran out of steam there. Victory for us. Woo! Man, well earned. Good job, opponent. That was actually a good match. That was a good one. I was actually really satisfied with that one. All right, so we're still getting our victories here, which is great. So the deck definitely has its flaws. I mean, we are on a budget, but it's still doing pretty well, all things considered. I'm feeling pretty good about this deck. Much better than last week's pile of shenanigans, but we won't worry about that. In any case, let's see what we got here. So, 2 lands. Got the glide car. We got some draw. Surge Acrobat, technically a spot removal. The hover ship is also for spot removal. We just need maybe at least a red source, and we should be good to go here. I think we'll keep this. All right, so let's see. Show me what you got about. Oh. Okay. I guess we will just skip that one. Okay, not a big deal, everybody. I was not expecting that to happen, but okay. Free win's free win. Let's continue on. Okay, so moving on here. Let's see if we can actually get now a legit match. All right, here we go. Now we're feeling it.
It's time to duel!
All right, let's get it on. Okay, so what you got here? We We should be able to pull off our game plan with this. We will play Alpine Meadow first. Sundering Eruption's nice, so that'll technically consider our next land. Man, I love Moto lands. These have made such a big difference for the game. Very helpful for making mana bases a lot more manageable. Our opponent is playing Aragorn the Uniter, so we'll see if we can outvalue them. But hopefully we can do that. Shifting into first gear, and with haste here, we shift into second gear. Alright. We also have Chandra coming out too, so that'll be great. Opponents. Alright. Island. Technically they can play Aragorn now. And they do. Okay. That's fair, I suppose. Volcanic Fissure. Have to hit ourselves with 3 there. That was painful, but we had to do it. No attack. Okay, so the way we're going to do this here is if we can just get down one more land, Chandra should be able to then start making a bunch of vehicles, which should be able to then just really help us out here. Or we could also use Born to Drive. We have options. We have options. Okay, what do you got, opponents? Once they start casting the right spells, it's going to be a pain for us to deal with. Okay, ouch. Okay. Got bolted. Delighted Halfling. They pump up Aragorn. Okay. That is going to be a pretty gnarly hit to us. But I think we might have to block here. Okay. Spare ourselves some damage there. 9 damage would have been very painful. Okay, so in the meantime, Peace Walker Colossus does turn on. So we'll just take advantage of that while we can. They're obviously not going to block that. Do they? There's no way you're going to block an opponent. You want these cards in play. You definitely want these. Who knows? Is there a call, though? Okay, down to 17. All right. Gear 3. But I probably should put together a short at some point that indicates this ability. Ooh, doubling season. Ooh. Ooh. Another dangerous card to be aware of. Okay, opponent is swinging. Can't block yet because we need Kolodin alive as much as possible. We're down to 8, though, so it is looking a little rough here. Okay, so opponent. All right, Sacred Peaks. Not quite what we wanted, but okay. All right. And I guess at this point, I don't know what we want, though. Is Born to Drive on top of that? I don't know if I'm going to see us surviving this. There's just too much going against us here. Our opponent already has a ton of value with Aragorn. Maybe it might be too little too late, but that's okay. Not the biggest deal right now. Okay, it's a 4/5. So we can turn this on if we need to. But we'll pass. If our opponent starts getting a little cheeky with their swings, we'll see if we can find a way around it. But man, we need some mana. We definitely need mana right now. If we can get that mana, we should be fine. Opponent's got 2 more cards, though. Pearl Medallion. Making their white spells cheaper. What else you got, though? Last card in hand, opponent. Anything. Nothing? Okay. They swing. Is this a trick, though? If they have a green spell, they're going to get some massive pump here. Wait. Oh. Well, it doesn't really matter because I forgot. If we tap this to turn this on, we can't block it anyway. Okay. Opponent gets free damage in. So they'll make 2 treasures. So they have all the mana in the world right now to cast what they want. Plains. Okay. So. Okay. I think we might have a way around this. Sky Sovereign. Opponents. Opponents. Do you have an answer? You have 1 card in hand. They don't. Okay. Now we're talking. All right, so Threshold Facebreaker out. All right. Facebreaker down. We swing with it, taking out the halfling. All right. Threats down. They're down to 11. And we're now at 4th gear. Okay. Whew. Man, this is a close one. They still have only 1 card in hand. What could it be? What could it be? Find out now. Gonna find out if we win or lose. All right. Revive the Shire. So they get a pump on their creature. It's a 9/9 now. Not what I wanted to see, by the way. But okay. Ugh. Take 3. But it's not hasty, so we can survive a hit here. But barely. They gain some life. Okay. Opponent. Okay. Still just trying to stabilize completely here. Okay, so how do we do this here? Okay. Okay. Thinking this through. Do we do it here? Okay. Blocking here. I think we might have a way around this. Maybe. We lose Born to Drive. Put this back into our hand. Okay, so let's see. 5 mana. Chandra. I don't think this is going to work the way I'm imagining it, but I'm going to try.
Danger rises. You know I'm in.
Oh. No, this doesn't work the way I imagined. Dang it. Okay. Yeah. Dang. Having that hurt us for 3 actually kind of completely made it impossible for us to win here. Because we can tick down. And even if they do, they can still keep themselves alive a little bit longer here. So, yeah. I don't think there's a way for us to push through this. Because even if I turn this on...
Out of my way.
Yeah. There's just no way through this. I mean, I could take out that Facebreaker again, but Aragorn on the field kind of costs us everything. Down to 11. Maybe it was a bad idea to take out those 2 cards, and I should have taken out Aragorn first. I don't know. Was that the wrong play? Maybe. But either way, we can't win. Yeah! It's fine. It's fine. Can't let that get to me, everybody. That's okay. So, looking at the time right now, as much as I would love to continue, I'm just going to say this right now. Mrs. Inferno is going to be done with her part of work today. And of course, I, being the absolutely best husband I can be, Mr. Inferno, i.e. me, I'm going to have to take care of some stuff for her. So, just as much as I would love to continue streaming, just letting you know now, we're looking at probably like 1 or 2 more games, and that'll be it for tonight. So letting you know that now, everybody. Of course, I enjoy this, but even if you do miss a stream, don't worry. The replay will be, of course, available on YouTube, on X, on Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. So all places, wherever you are watching the content, you'll definitely get a chance to see the replay if you missed any of the action. But otherwise, until then... we'll just play a little bit longer, and hopefully, again, you've been enjoying the matches here. I'll definitely have still, of course, wrap this up with an appropriate breakdown of the video of what we've done today to see, win or lose, how we all feel. Maybe we can look at a couple upgrades just before we're done, and then we'll give you a little quick preview for those of you who stuck around this far into the stream as to what's to come down for this week. Okay, opponent here is doing a lot of mulliganing, so I don't know if this is even going to be a match here, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. Well, they did their mulligans, so that's fine. Let's do it this way. We'll play Evolving Wilds and pass. Okay, so perfect world. we can get down Kolodin here, and then Colossal Plow our way to victory. Get a mountain. Plains. Kolodin. Okay. Hopefully this will turn out well. Come on, opponent. Bring it on.
It's time to duel.
Okay. So, let's see. Yes, beautiful. Country Road. We swing. Get 3 mana. Oh, man, that's a lot of damage, opponent. Down to 17 already? Nice. Okay, and we also can play another card. All right, so the Aeronaut has flying, and also it gives our plow. It's a flying plow, literally. I love this. Okay, opponent is trying to get a little cheeky here. Trying to gain some life. Trying to see if they can stop us, but that's fine. I don't mind, opponents. I can still take you on. Okay, so we need Crew 6 in order to make this work, but that actually doesn't matter here because we can also turn this on a different way, too. So. Oh, yes, I love this deck. Down to 9. And I guess we will... What do we play even here? I guess we'll play... on here? I mean, they gain a little bit of life for just a moment, so that is annoying, but that's fine. Not a big deal. So our opponent needs a Wrath to stop the whole game plan here. They need that in order to beat us, if they have it. But I don't think they have it in Selesnya. I'll be surprised if they do, though. Cultivate. That doesn't do it, though. That doesn't do it. We literally have everything we need just to beat our opponent here, so this should be good. I think we got him. I think we got him. Okay, so with that, we will turn on with Mech Hanger. Man, what an amazing, perfectly good land we have right here. And unless if you got life gain, opponent, I think we've got it right here. Man. Yes. Victory here, everybody. Victory again. Love it. Yeah.
We beat them. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so looking at the clock right now, one more match, everyone. I think that should be it. One more match, win or lose. This will be the final one for tonight, everyone. And I thank all of you who have been watching tonight. Massive props to all of you out there. Even if you haven't been chatting in the stream, I still appreciate your support by just having you watch what we're doing. So thank you for that, everybody. I really do appreciate it. All right, so here we go, everybody. Okay, opponent is playing Slimefoot and Squee. That's cute. I actually did pick that up for one of my deck upgrades for one of my original decks. We'll see how this goes against us right now. Okay, so let's see. Do we want to keep this hand? We can fix what we need, so that should be fine. Because the Terramorphic Expanse alone should get us what we need. Kevin / Frosty, one more match. I just arrived. Oh, I'm so sorry, my man. I mean, honestly, I mentioned earlier that I'd love to stream longer, but small disclaimer, Mrs. Inferno will be done with her job soon. So me being the husband that I have to be, I got to provide at least some way of, getting food and dinner. So FYI, that's also the reason why we're going to be ending this soon, because she'll be done with work. So I got to take care of her. She does come first, of course. After all, she is my queen. But thanks again for joining us. I'm glad you are here. If you did miss anything, don't worry. This will all be up on YouTube very soon, and I'll throw up some extra stuff, so don't worry. If nothing else, you'll at least be here for the wrap-up. So hopefully this will be the fun one, this fun match here. Is Kolodin the haste granter? Yes, he is. So you can see right here. Yeah, so he's the one that makes all your vehicles super aggro and hasty. So I absolutely love him. He's been a blast, honestly. So let's see. Let's see if we can pull this off here. Okay, planes, and what do we do here? Kolodin. Well, let's see. Maybe we can get some vehicles going here. Hopefully. If our opponent doesn't have removal, we should be fine. Okay, Lorehold Campus. That's okay. We will play our Voyage Glide Car. Turns them on. Not too shabby, of course, for a 2/3 with 1 mana. At least with this card out. Okay, and then we swing here. Down to 20. All right.
All right, opponents. Slimefoot and Sweet coming in already? Bring it on.
It's time to do.
I have the right card for this, though. Road Rage him out of the way. Ah, yes. Go ahead and make that Saproling. That's cute. That's fine. Country Road and Cloud Spire Cycle. The vehicles are coming. Vroom, vroom. All right, so let's see. Put some counters on those things. Turn it on. All right. Block opponent? Nope, nothing. All right, nice. Kevin, I have considered making Boros Lurus with vehicles. Nice. That sounds kind of spicy. I like how that sounds. For those that aren't aware, again, we also still have a Discord if you want to check that out. You can also leave all your deck lists there, and hopefully, again, I'll try to see if I can evaluate and check those out. Again, not serious evaluation, but I do like to see all the spicy, fun stuff that you all come up with. Okay, so let's see here. We will play Jor's Familiar. It'll make everything cheaper, but we don't need it per se right now. So let's see. Crew 1. Dora. And then... Actually... Hold on one second. Hold on. Cancel. We'll swing and swing. What does our opponent do? Ooh, they do block. All right. Down to 12. Okay. So close already. Man, this deck just does so much damage so quickly if your opponent has no answers against Kolodin. But our opponent still has a full hand. Victimize. All right. Okay. Well, they're definitely bringing back their stuff. And they get a land out of it. Primeval Herald. Okay. Alright, so. Cloud Spire Coordinator. Scry 2. That actually might be good. So again, hopefully you're having a wonderful evening wherever you're at, Kevin. Again, sorry we couldn't have you hang in there on the early part, but again, I still appreciate you being here. Are you mostly a digital or paper player? Okay, in the meantime, while you take the time to answer that, let's turn on our stuff here. Tap other 3-tap creatures, so we will tap, and tap, and tap. Smashy, smashy. Down to 6. So close. Can we get there right now with our vehicles? It's not a super flashy win we had like the last game, but man, Kolodin puts definitely in a lot of work and definitely makes vehicles way more dangerous when he's out. I imagine if you play him in a regular commander game, he's definitely a kill-on-sight commander, at least from my experience tonight. But yeah, opponent, go ahead. Swing. That's okay. I don't mind. Kevin, MTGA, and I'm in CST, so nearly midnight. Okay, so yeah, so for you, it's definitely pretty late. But okay. Always happy to see another fellow arena player. Okay, opponent is now just going all out because they feel that they probably do not have enough to get around. However, they can sacrifice these pests, which would be a little annoying because that does stall us out for at least a turn or two. All right, but they got their fetch lands too, so let's see. So that means they can get back 3 life. Okay, 3 life from sacrificing. Okay, let's see here. We will play Aeronaut Admiral. So this now turns on our vehicles. Activates our coordinator. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. That didn't really do anything. Okay, you get the idea, everybody. So hold on. We will tap 3. And make this an artifact creature. Tap 1 with Kolodin. Okay, opponent, you need to sacrifice literally all of your pests now. It's fine if you do. All right, you can mill me. That's fine. In some matchups, the milling actually helps us out because if they mill maybe a vehicle, we can get it back very easily here. So it's not a big deal for us. Okay. Our opponent lives to see another turn. Opponent does live to see another turn here. They're completely tapped out, but they're down to 1. Can we close this out here and now? So close. So close. Find out. Ooh. They have Timeless Witness. So they're gonna... What do they bring back? Okay, Damnation. Ugh. Well, that's not good. So that means they're going to get probably some free damage here. They might sack their whole board, but that's actually not going to be such a bad thing for us. So, opponent, do you do it? Do you sack the whole board and then do you blow it up? They do. Okay, well, that's fine. The good news, though, is even if they blow up the whole board, our vehicles do survive. So all we have to do is just recast Kolodin here, and I think we should have no problem getting to victory. Okay, Damnation. Again, annoying, but it doesn't really matter because we still get the victory here. All right, so with that, let's crew and smash with our only simple 1 little mana drop here. And that is it. That is game. Opponent, it's over there. Victory for the final game of the night, everyone. All right. Kolodin. Woo! What a card. Man, I love this card. I definitely need to get a copy for my vehicles deck. Definitely got to do that. All right, so that was the final match, everybody. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here. But however, we do still want to do our proper wrap-up like we always do. So that was basically Kolodin going vroom vroom in Brawl. And you tell me in the comments below, whether it's here or on the replay, what do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Truth be told, man, I love what this card can do. Definitely makes vehicles a lot more scarier once he's on the field. Surprisingly, for some of our matches we played, I was really surprised our opponents did not try to take him out quicker, though. I was kind of surprised, but hey, it worked in our favor, so I was really happy with that. I'm satisfied, honestly, with how this card is. I love what it is capable of. Even though we're limited to only Boros, if you can put them into maybe like a different deck, this card is definitely a powerhouse. Don't underestimate this card in any way. You saw throughout our matches, we definitely won, I believe, more than we lost. But even if we went 50-50, I'm still happy with it. On a budget, this deck still did pretty good because, again, we only ran 20 rares on a budget, and it was about, I think, 69. Sorry, 69. Nice. $69 to put this together in paper. So this is definitely a deck I can recommend for maybe like people out there that want to play this and maybe want to play it with what we have today. If you do want that, I will leave, of course, the link later on and the replay later tonight when I put in all the details for this up when it goes up on YouTube. Overall, I wouldn't want to change too much with the deck, but if you do want to upgrade this, if you want to see what we can do, simplest answer, of course, is going to be, as always, upgrade your mana base. Easiest thing you can do. Upgrade the mana base here, you definitely have a lot more to work with here. However, if you want to look at other vehicles, it can be a little bit trickier in Arena, because in paper, you have more options, but at least in Arena here, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if we missed any actual, like, serious vehicles. I mean, mostly we have a lot of the essentials, but if you want to get some upgrades in, get cards like One Last Job, brings back any of your creatures, your mounts, and vehicles. This is better synergy for the deck. I cannot stress to get that in. If you want to put other vehicles, I mean, this really depends on your meta and what you want to play with. So you can use cards like Mysterious Limousine if you want to. Perilous Snare, I think, might be a better spot removal for us if you want that. Valor's Flagship if you want that, if you want to go super big with the deck. Other cards that you could do, it kind of, again, really just depends on what you want out of vehicles. Boo Mobile, this one's a much more interesting one. Might be a little hard to squeeze that in, but if you want to, go for it. Mizium Tank, if you want something that gets bigger and bigger anytime we cast our vehicle spells. Gastral Thrill Roller here. There's definitely, again, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't really get a chance to touch upon, but again, if you want to go non-budget, these are all the upgrades I can recommend for you. Kari Zub's Expertise, this actually can be another gnarly little card to get something out of the way, and then allows you to cast something for cheaper. If you want to do some more stuff, we have Heart of Kirin here. Smuggler's Copter that probably should have been actually in the main deck, but here we are. Weatherlight Completed, Unlicensed Hearse, Mech Titan Core. Again, there's tons of stuff you can work with when it comes to vehicles and even in Boros colors. So kind of play around with it. See what vehicles you prefer, and I'm sure you'll definitely find a combination that definitely will fit you. But you saw today, even on a budget, one more time as I'm going to say, it works pretty well, all things considered. So I'm happy with the deck, and I would definitely recommend this for any player out there who is a fan of vehicles in any way, shape, or form. Now, before we end the stream, for those of you who have made it this far into the stream, thanks again for hanging in there for all the support, because you are my true fiery friends, everyone. And because of that, you're going to get a little bit of an idea of what we're coming up with in the future. So yesterday for Valentine's Day, we just finished Undying Love. I wasn't planning to do the stream today, but we did get the stream off today with our Vroom Vroom deck. As far as our next big deck tech, we're going to be doing robots. I'm really, really excited for this one. Oh man, the affinity with this one was great. We just finished recording this one earlier this morning, so I'm actually going to put this one together later tonight. So I'm actually super duper jazzed about that. As far as other decks that we'll be doing on stream, I'm probably going to look at maybe once again Cavalcade. So the Cavalcade of Calamity deck got a lot of good upgrades across things. Enough stuff where I think we could put together a new budget deck in the future that I might stream. As far as other card decks I want to stream, I do want to do Haunted Artifacts. This is actually a really fun one too. There was I think it was called Haunt the Network. That was the name of the card. That one actually is very fun to play with, and I love burn style gameplay. So this is definitely going to be something that's up my alley. In terms of other decks that we're going to be doing, that we're going to do into deck techs in the future, we have Affinity Blast here. This is great for Timeless here. We're going to also look at Stompysaurus. I'm not sure yet if I want to do this one on stream, or I might do this one as a regular deck tech. Either way, there's definitely quite a few things we're working on down the line. And of course, we're going to continue our 4-color series of Basically decks. The next one is going to be Basically Deserts. This one might be coming out most likely at the end of the month. So keep on the lookout for that if you want to play ultra budget beginner style decks, which are great for starter players out there in Arena. But otherwise, whew, that is it, everyone. I am super tired right now, and I'm kind of losing my voice. But again, one more time, thank you one more time to everybody that did show up for you. I do appreciate every one of you out there. So real quick, a quick shout out to all of you that did show up today. So Tyler, have a wonderful evening. I know you kind of pieced out a little bit earlier tonight, but thanks again for hanging in there anyway. I appreciate you, even if you had to take care of other things. Den Splendid, I know you just popped in for a second, but I think it's like, 4 or 5 in the morning where you are. So hopefully you got enough sleep. Take care again, my fiery friend. Kevin Frosty, thanks again for joining us last minute. I still appreciate your support, even if you were there just for that one match. You got to at least see the deck go off, so I'm happy about that. And for those of you that are watching me on other channels, Instagram, so the Manaspec, shout out to you that was on Instagram. Cookie, I know you're gone already, but again, thank you one more time for showing up and kind of giving a quick little check-in with me. I appreciate that. Anybody else is watching across Kick, X, Twitch, everywhere else, one more time, I appreciate all of you. But with that, that pretty much is it for the stream, everybody. I'm going to now take care of things with Mrs. Inferno. So have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you can have fun playing with Drift, and we will see you again later on into the next week. However, as always, I would like to always tell everybody, just remember, no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We will see you later in the next week, everybody. Later.